So Aniplex has reverted the subtitles change in Kaguya-Sama. So that's a bit of good news here, which we're going to get into. But also at the same time, it seems that Aniplex also has a history that's surfaced to where they have changed the context of subtitles into whatever context they want it to be. Oh, Aniplex. Oh, you've been caught. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So Aniplex of America came out and stated on their Twitter, Aniplex of America has been notified of an error in the subtitles in Episode 5 of Kaguya-Sama Love is War, and have implemented a revision. We apologize for the inconvenience, and thank you for your understanding. Now, in a previous video that I did earlier in the week, there was context error, which it seemed that Aniplex themselves had changed. So at least they changed it from what it was, but originally they took it out of context. And many fans noticed it, so of course, as I stated, it was changed. So that's a good thing that they did change it. Because, fans just want the script to be what it's supposed to be. They want it to be translated accurately like it's supposed to be, not have anything that it's not supposed to be thrown in there, taken out of context like it was. And of course, people asked, is this the error in question, where the line was changed from what it originally was, and this is what it was taken out of context into? What's the deal with the social distancing? And another person stated, that's what I was thinking. So at least it was taken care of by Aniplex. And here's the other thing, which I just want to say that I had an error in the previous video, because this tweet was brought to my attention where somebody had just stated, guys, I think the social distancing line was from Aniplex and not Funimation. So, I actually went and looked it up. Aniplex has the rights to Kaguya-Sama, while Funimation has the streaming rights. So, there may have been a mistake in the previous video I did about the subject. If there is, I do apologize for it. But the thing about this is that's a bit strange to me, is that Aniplex doesn't mention whether it was Funimation or themselves that had done the subtitle error. So, there's a couple of things that make me suspect that Aniplex may have actually been the ones to make the error, and I want to get into that. So, I want to thank each of you for bringing this tweet to my attention that did. Now, of course, looking at this, there were people who were responding. So let's get into this first. This is what people had to say. That's what I think was happening. Now, one person did respond stating, wait to play to the outraged machine's hands. God forbid there be jokes in a translation. You see, here's the thing. When it comes down to translations, fans want translations to be accurate to the script and what they're supposed to be. People don't want words like social distancing thrown in there whenever that's not supposed to be there. Because, this is something that takes people out of the experience of whatever they're watching, because people, want to escape reality. That's the reason why they watch anime, read manga, or, read books, or watch TV shows or movies, to be able to escape the problems and confines of the real world rather than have to deal with it and then be thrown out of the immersion of the show they're watching. It gets absolutely frustrating to see them try to throw in things like that and take things out of context. So more people continue to say, good news. Personally, I didn't see a huge issue with it since it's a comedy, but I made my memes already, so we good, lol. And then another person brought up a very good point. It's insulting to the Japanese creators. If they wanted to put a social distancing joke in their creative work, they would have. What gives some translator the right to screw around with something that isn't theirs because they think they can make it funnier? Respect the material. And you see, whenever this happens, yeah, they're not respecting the material. They're not respecting the original creators when they do this. They're just kind of throwing things around. But don't worry, of course, the Knights of Justice have to come in here and protect them. So this is what this Puritan had to say in response. You can't perfectly translate Japanese to English anyway. If you get mad at this, you also have to be mad with them subtitling Itadakimasu as thanks for the meal or time to dig in. There's a lot of jokes that don't translate from Japanese to English that they have to change. Actually, they should be keeping it as close to the script as possible. That's the big thing. Everybody likes it being the way that it is. Nobody has a problem with them translating it. So to throw in words like social distancing takes them out of the immersion. There's no point in trying to screw around with the script because you want to throw in something you find to be funny or pushing things out of context on purpose. There's no reason for that. And that's not what people care to see. Now, this is where Nichiban covered this, and they stated, Aniplex of America apologizes for error in Kaguya-Sama Love is War Episode 5 subtitles. So, in this article, this is what Nichiban had to say. They stated, Aniplex of America has apologized for an error in the subtitles of the 5th episode of Kaguya-Sama Love is War, where it included references to social distancing not found in the original Japanese. Which, that's stuff that you don't throw in then. You keep that stuff out, because if it wasn't originally there, then you don't throw that in. Like I said, it takes people out of what they're watching, and that's not what you want to do to your audience. As previously reported here on Nichiban, Season 2, Episode 5 of Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, included an inaccurate translation, instead referencing the real-life social distancing orders and recommendations due to the ongoing issue I can't talk about. We had assumed this was purely down to Funimation. Earlier this year, we reported that Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, would be streamed exclusively in the West by Funimation. We assumed this made Funimation in charge of the translation along with any editorial decisions. To be fair, a lot of people thought it was Funimation, myself included. So they shouldn't feel bad for that. However, with Aniplex of America holds the show's license in North America, some business deals may have meant Funimation would have subtitled the show as the exclusive streamer. Aniplex's apology does not automatically confirm either party. So see, this is the thing. It could be either one. It could be Aniplex, and it could be Funimation. Now, there are a couple of things, though, that is a bit fishy in terms of this. Twitter user Serima provides both the original Japanese line and what a more accurate translation should have been. English, what's the deal with the social distancing? Original, why are you staying away from me? English, of course not. The social distance will be set at no less than 50 centimeters. Original, of course, I will forbid being within less than 50 centimeters each other. So you can definitely see the difference, and the social distance line was added by someone. But now here's where my suspicions start to come in. Because when you look at this person, Ethnic Weeb, and what they had actually stated here, this is what they said to Aniplex in their response to their apology. Great to hear. Can you fix these as well, please, assuming you licensed the show? Now, what's interesting is that the anime here that they are showing, they are also licensed by Aniplex. Now, taking a look at the Twitter screenshots, this is actually from the anime itself, where one person goes, you don't have to be PC about it. Oh, Aniplex. Why is that there? That's a bit strange if you had to ask me, considering that you put PC in there, PC culture. Why would you need to change the script to put that in there? Unless you're trying to force something in there. Unless you're trying to screw around with the subs to place words that you want to be in there to take out of context to push something. And here's another one. Oh, quit with the virtue signaling. Oh, another one. You've got to be kidding me. Why is this here as well? That doesn't need to be there. Virtue signaling? PC culture. Really? So why would you want that? Also, we have the third example. And the third one's pretty big one. So this is the next one. From today, I want to be called Woke Gambler Ogata. Now, what Ogata actually states in the sub of We Never Learn Bokupin Season 2, Episode 7, she actually states that she wants to be the waking up gambler Ogata. So why is woke in here? Now, it's pretty suspicious to me, seeing that this is actually subtitled by Aniplex. So, does Aniplex by chance have a translator that is screwing around with the context to make the context mean what they want it to mean? Because that's a bit odd if you had to ask me. Now, you had a few people responding to this because many fans were upset by these changes, and they were very vocal about it. So this is what people had to say. Yeah, I stopped watching after seeing these, lol. The real subtitles should be out there somewhere. Roger. Yikes. They must be employ amateurs translated as trash nowadays. You see, you're upsetting your audience when you take things out of context from what they're supposed to be. That's a very frustrating thing. We as fans don't want to see that. We just want to see it be done normally, you know? It's not that hard to translate it rather than to try to push whatever stuff you want to change the context to be. Just keep it the same context. It's not that hard. I mean, seriously. Just keep the script what it's supposed to be. Don't throw in these words that are not supposed to be there. Don't take it out of context and put in words like woke or PC or social distancing, because that is just going to take people out of the experience. It really is. And that certainly doesn't age well in the script either. So, one person came in here and said, honestly, didn't even notice these while watching it. Y'all really getting pressed over the dumbest shit. No, people are not getting upset over stupid things. In fact, translators are supposed to keep it to what it's supposed to be. I mean, that is their job. It's not to translate to be all like, how can I screw up this script today? That's not what people want to see. People want to see the script mean what it's supposed to mean. When you take it out of context, you're disrespecting the creator. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're just supposed to translate. It's not that hard. Another person came in and said, no, because these are actually funny. Yeah, they're not funny. No, they're not funny. You know, they're absolutely ridiculous. And another person came in here and said, they are not. They are awful translations that are not accurate to the original source material. Stop celebrating translators actively doing their job wrong. And that's the thing. These people are doing their job wrong because they're supposed to translate it properly, not insert whatever they want the context to mean. It's supposed to be whatever the context originally was supposed to mean. I mean, it's not that hard to understand that. And these translators, what they should be doing is their job instead of trying to throw in whatever trigger words they can think of to try to push in a joke or to try to switch up the context to be what they want it to be. I mean, seriously, translators, do your job and do it right. I mean, it's not that hard. But anyways, I'll be back again on Tuesday. Let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.